No matter what, hey, no matter what's going on in my life, I'ma be a hustler, baby. I'ma be a hustler, baby. No matter what, hey, no matter what's wrong or right, I'ma be a hustler, baby. I'ma be a hustler,
Welcome to Crypto Vibes with your boy Lex Millie. Here's what Bitcoin price charts is telling us right now. I'm going to dive all up in that, but before I do, if this is the first time that you come to my channel, please hit the like and subscribe button, show your boy some love, let YouTube know I'm here, and always stick around to the end of the video because I will give you a Bitcoin price prediction. So let's get it in. Looking at this article here, I'm going to read it real briefly and go and share some content that other channels are talking about in regards to September and the overall performance of Bitcoin. Here recently, Mike McLone, a senior strategist at Bloomberg Intelligence, shares some interesting observations on Bitcoin's performance. Let's break down what his analyst suggests without just quoting his tweets, okay? As of September 1st, BTC saw a 15% drop in the third quarter, while the NASDAQ rose 100, recorded a 2% gain during the same period. McClone believes that this difference might indicate something significant. According to McClone, the relative weakness of Bitcoin could potentially be an early sign of a broader stock market downturn, possibly hinting at an upcoming recession. Alternatively, it might simply mean that Bitcoin is losing ground compared to traditional stocks. The difference here, it says, our crucial factor, McClone points out, is the impact of rising interest rates. Thank you, Fed. Federal funds futures predict rates rising about 5.42% in November, a significant change from the near zero rates of 2021 and 2011. The shift could have significant consequences for Bitcoin and the financial markets as a whole. Is one of the best performing assets ever telling us something? Bitcoin has dropped about 15% in quarter three to September 1st versus a 2% gain in the NASDAQ 100 stock index. Weakness in the benchmark crypto could be a precursor for a normal stock market drawdown in the recession or simply falling. And there's more to read there too. So what I want to do for you guys real quick before I continue here is, the overall sentiment for Bitcoin is pretty nasty. The SEC is controlling everything. It's just a bad time. September historically is one of the worst months for trading. And I'm going to share some videos here that I came across with you guys just briefly. You guys can listen to these individuals that they're all great channels that I watch. And I want to share a little clips of their videos and then come back to you guys and talk about it, okay? So stand by and check this out.
Bitcoin finished the month of August down 11% as Bitcoin bears caution the crypto could sink to 23,000 this year. Bitcoin, you can see right now, is at just under 26,000. But if you're interested in betting on Bitcoin and buying the crypto, Bitcoin Depot is making the process a whole lot easier and now more accessible. The NASDAQ-listed company just announced it's expanded its BD checkout program to 400 locations in Iowa and Louisiana.
This weighed heavily on crypto, with Bitcoin down almost 12% at the month's end. But will the slump stretch into September, or could the end of summer bring a boost? Joining me now with more is Yahoo Finance's David Hollerith. Hey, David.
Hey, Rochelle. So Bitcoin is usually a more heavily traded, September is usually a more heavily traded month for Bitcoin as opposed to August. That being said, at least historically, it doesn't look quite as good. Based on historical data for 8 of the past 10 years, Bitcoin's monthly performance for September is usually down or a sell-off, and the mean is about down 6%. Now, that being said, where we've come since August, we've seen 2 really big moves in August, and one was up, one was down, and then down again. So we're kind of at neutral Quarter to date, since the beginning of July for the third quarter, Bitcoin sold off about 16%. And the focus going into September is obviously about the Bitcoin ETF's approval. We have the grayscale case verdict that's come out, and now the SEC has about 40 days to respond.
They're selling May. The reason for that is because look at it, from May to September, it's pretty even, dead, flat, right? And maybe even negative. Then October looks like it picks up once again, right? But of course, there are deviations for this. Of course, there are years where September did very well. You could see on the left side or right side, it says best 9%. So there has been months where, or years I should say, where September did go up 9%. So it's nothing is a certainty. But I do think, because so many people have mentioned it in my chat, what about September? You know, September's bad. What does that mean, right? It's almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy at this point, or people are just looking for a reason to be scared. And if so, then of course, then it trickles down and everyone starts believing it and it starts reacting. Now, I do believe that there's something to this right now, not specifically because we are in September, but because of the DXY. DXY has been going up a lot. Ever since we hit that low of 99 recently, we've been trending upwards and upwards and upwards and upwards and upwards. And, you know, whenever DXY goes up, markets fall. That's just how it is. You could see that, unfortunately, DXY broke out of this trend line, right? And it is now around 105. And last time this happened, when DXY was around 105, that was all the way back in March of this year, when Bitcoin was much, much lower, right? So DXY, I do believe, is having a greater effect on Bitcoin and crypto overall.
Yeah, so it's safe to say that Bitcoin has some rough roads ahead. September usually is not that great, and I wouldn't be too keen on Bitcoin blowing up this month. Okay, here in these findings have sparked a discussion of Bitcoin's future, with some experts speculating that the cryptocurrency might have entered a bear market following its peak in 2021. Given that Bitcoin has grown substantially since its initial trading at $1 in 2011, the implications of its recent performance are vital for investors worldwide. Okay, so let's look at this here. Let's look at crypto bubbles real quick. If you look at the bubbles, it's looking pretty green on the hour, but I'm not going to say it's a huge, bump, but it's looking kind of green to get to the end of the closing market for the U.S., right? On the day, KAS has been kicking some ass, 15%. Rune, XRD, those are the top winners right now for the day. If you look at Bitcoin here, we're at 25.7, trying to hold that 25.5 line. I'm going to dive all up in the charts here and give you a price prediction right after this. So Bitcoin is, for the week, down 5.1%, for the day 0.1%, and for the hour 0.5%. Okay, the volume is 12.12 billion, market cap 500 billion, and ranked number 1, of course. So let's look at the charts real quick. Let's get into these numbers. Bitcoin, the overall market is looking bloody, like I said, and we're having a nice big drop here after going up in the 15-minute chart. It's looking pretty scary. Okay, we're gonna look at let's look at the hour. Okay, let's look at the hour chart, and we can see that we're dropping as I'm recording this. Okay, and it's dropping fast. And why is that happening, guys? Honestly, if you look at the supports and the resistances here, we have a little bit of room to go down. It's holding on to that 25 right here, 25.36. It's been a level that it's been holding on to right now, and trying not to dip under that. It already went there once, which some people thought it was a good opportunity to buy that candle right there. And let me show you what I mean. Right here, was a good buy for some people, and it's coming back to retest it. We don't want to get any lower than the 25,360, guys. Okay. Anything below 25,360s, we're going to continue down to the low side, and we're possibly going to get to the 24.8 level. Okay. I do believe that the market mafia is going to want to trap us in before the weekend. Today being only Wednesday, we got about 3 days for this to make a move towards trapping somebody. For example, if it stops somewhere, if it blows up like the 26, 27K, I'm almost positive that that's going to be a trap for the longs and the bulls, and you're going to get trapped in there all weekend, and then come Sunday and Monday, they're just going to liquidate your ass all the way out, right? Until you have no more money, you're broke and crying. So, in my opinion, okay, looking at this chart on the hour, because I like to look at the hour, I can see Bitcoin trying to retest back to the 26,000 range. That's his top. Okay, it has been the top for a while. You can see it right here, clear as day. 26,000 has been the level that Bitcoin does not want to get over. Okay, and on the low side, that number is 25.3. Okay, so we're stuck in that wedge between 26,000 and 25.3. Okay, and we're getting close to kissing that 25.3 on the low side. So, in my opinion, September's pretty ugly. If I had to choose, I would think that we're probably going to be more closer to the 25.3 range and possibly dip down to the 24.821. Okay, that's the downside. On the top side, we could try to get to that resistance levels, that pivot point up there, that green line. We could try to get there, but I think that once we get there, we're probably going to bounce right up off it, right? And maybe try to retest and go down again. That's what it's kind of looking like for the market overall. Remember that Bitcoin is pretty much dead. The volume is dead. Nobody's interested in getting in right now. Yeah, so that's pretty much all I got for you guys today. It's your boy Lex Millie. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Show the boy some love. I got some great content here that you guys can watch every day with daily videos. And also, every video that I highlighted in this video, I left in the description, so you guys can go check those out yourself. You already know what time it is. It's your boy Lex Millie. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.